Big pressure now on Europe as USA lead 2-0 on day one. Let's go to our commentators, Nick Shorman and Jim White.
Yeah, cheers, Tom. How big is this match now? Well, for those of you at home that may be following the history of the Mosconi Cup, I can let you know that Europe raced off to a 2-0 lead last year, and USA won the Mosconi Cup. So I doubt that USA will be taking anything for granted, but it's a great start, Nick Schulman, isn't it?
It certainly is. As you said, long way to go. But 2-0 is 2-0. What a pivotal match here for Europe, the world's #1 filler in there. You don't win the U.S. Open and the World Championship without wanting to be here for moments like this, but just a huge match for Europe.
No, well said. These are the moments that players, when they go to bed at night and dream of where they want to be and when they want it to be. And this is very high on their list. Billy Thorpe with a chance to keep everybody in gear here at Mandalay Bay.
Not the kick he wanted to see there, Jim.
Yeah, can't legislate for that sort of thing, but again, Lady Luck every now and then decides to play a role. You know, it was funny. Last year at the Ali Pali in London, it was Tyler Steyer and Niels Fyen. And Tyler Steyer came back and won the match that got USA their first point against Niels, and not many people expected that result, and then everything turned. And you're just wondering if Josh Filler might try and turn the page here for European hopes. And you know, they will have been hitting some balls on the practice table coming out here. And there's Josh's wife. She's always there supporting her guy.
Looks a little nervy, but composed. This man does have a habit of running out. Little touchy here. He'll right, drag it back. Don't really want to get straight on the purple 5. Is manageable, though.
Yeah, not the worst result. Developed the 7 over the pocket, so he's just got to clear the 9 here and leave himself the angle on the 7 to get back up table for the 8. And for the world #1, it should be straightforward. If there is such a thing in the Mosconi Cup.
Right.
Extension, please.
Nicely done. He has such a big stroke, unafraid to go up and down. Use the whole pool table. Perhaps a touch thinner than he would have liked.
Yeah, and that indicated by the time he's taking. He's enjoyed success here, won the U.S. Open last year. And he wants Mandalay Bay to treat him well. 1-0 off the mark. Josh Filler against Billy Thorpe's break. So that puts him in good stead, and she's pretty happy.
Filler was supremely confident during the press conference yesterday. Just saying, you know, I'm the world's #1. You all have reason to be afraid. You know, looking him in the eyes, telling him that he's ready to go. He just really oozed wanting to be here. Seems to be having fun. Little smile on his face. This kid's a real deal.
Isn't that the key to success? If you can go out there in a pressure cooker like the Mosconi Cup and enjoy it, have fun, embrace it. I mean, Nick, you know all about pressure, especially when the stakes are high. Not always that easy, is it?
No, it isn't. I think we've all been under pressure in one way or the other, but difference between the pressure I'm under and these guys. They have to execute. They have to keep that back arm loose, not get jittery. You know, on the poker side of things, if we get a little bit nervous, as long as the thoughts are okay, we can kind of pull it off. But out here, golf or so on, you have to execute physically and mentally. It's daunting.
Yeah, and for all our viewers across the globe watching in, and if you don't recognize my co-com, Nick Shulman, he's a professional poker player.
Unfortunately, yes.
And he knows all about big-time pool as well. A pool player of some repute, I'm told, Nick. And
a bit of repute.
Yeah, probably a few. You've probably met a few of these guys over the years, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, some of these boys are awfully young, so I'm just kind of getting to know them now. But I have. I'm delighted to be here. Billy has some issues, Jimmy. Is he jacking up and drawing back? Looks like he is. Oh, my.
Yeah, a bit of a nervy start for him. He can count himself lucky that he's gotten safe on the one, but that's not exactly a confidence-boosting visit, is it?
No, not at all. It was a tricky shot, of course. He had the point in play. Tried to apply backspin. Always tricky when jacked up. Things can go wrong. Filler might try to thin it, come back uptown. Got a nice little kick on the 8. Had he hit it full, it would have been problematic. Little safety battle here to start this second rack.
Billy, an exceptional bank pool player.
He is. I'm wondering if that top right-hand corner is available or if the purple 5 impedes the progress. I think it is. Boy.
Well, that wasn't the game plan. I don't think there's a pocket, side pocket for the one. It's definitely not a full pocket if it's
The
available.
way he's getting down so quickly.
Oh, wide in.
Yeah.
Wide open. Good shot from Josh Filler, and now he's forged an opening and a chance to hold his serve. That was a mistake from Thorpe. And these players, they're so good at punishing you when you make those mistakes.
They really are.
Half a mistake even.
Leaves himself a nice healthy angle to come back to the side of the table that he's on for the pink 4.
Yeah, I mentioned
Nicely
Mosconi
struck.
Cup is being viewed all over the world. I can tell you a lot of fans up in Canada. We got players up there. Matt Matthews in the club watching, and they're all texting me and letting me know that the Mosconi Cup this year has got everybody's attention.
Boys, I mean, it's the cup. It's nothing like it. We just have to make this if we're Filler.
Smooth. Makes tricky shots look easy. He's a talented young man, this German, and Billy knows it.
Yeah, I kind of cut my teeth on the New York pool scene, and they have a great admiration for the game of straight pool, which I know Filler is very well versed in. And those guys tend to play position just quite smoothly, all that experience navigating all of the balls.
Having that self-belief, having the talent. I mean, there's so many players with all that ability. At the end of the day, it's from the neck up, too. You've got to believe. You've got to be able to control yourself and
It's well said.
sometimes allow yourself to get out of your own way.
Overshot the mark here slightly, Jimmy. He's joking around, wiping the cue down, using the extension. Why not? Yeah.
Center pocket. And a good start for Filler. 2-0 over Billy Thorpe. The race to 5. And the Mosconi Cup here from Mandalay Bay. Right now, it's all America. And Europe looking for a fight back.
like these boys are enjoying themselves, Jimmy. And it's early, too.
Yeah, well, they are. He's not. But the beer is flowing free out there. That's for sure, Nick.
It's an understatement.
But again, the Mosconi Cup brings them. It brings them all out. It has captured the imagination of pool fans all over the globe. And what a great venue Las Vegas presents to host this event.
Huge break here. Wing ball flies in, and he takes another nasty kick. This time in the side. Not going Billy Thorpe's way thus far.
Yeah, sometimes you just think it's in the cards. And
note that he really handled the break quite nicely. But as you said a little while ago, sometimes Lady Luck enters the foray.
And he knows that he couldn't possibly legislate for that. Everything's in the open. Filler with a chance to put some distance between he and Thorpe here. And again, against Billy's break.
Don't know if the 5 goes by the 7. Believe it does. Not many issues here at all. As you said in the open, a guy like Filler can just lull you to sleep a little bit, getting out rack after rack. Expect him to do the same here. You have to do it, though, in front of the world. Is that a touch short, Jimmy?
Yeah, absolutely. You saw him look up at the screen. Got to try and hold this for position to the same point. It looks actually not too bad when you see it from that angle. It looked like it was a little thinner, but
it wasn't stone cold perfect, but manageable.
yeah, this is a big match. It was a big match, and you really couldn't have called on a better player for the moment.
Ball hopped a little bit.
Yeah, we used to call that a kick in snooker. We call it a skid in pool.
Yeah.
But either way, that's what the refs have the white gloves for, too, to clean that cue ball.
As you said, a huge match indeed. 3-0 is quite serious. 2-1, a bit more manageable. Filler about to go up 3-zip.
Yeah, and looking strong. It's been a couple unlucky breaks from Billy Thorpe that have forged the opening for Team Europe, but Filler jolly on the spot. 3-0, Europe in front. It's our third match here of day one, and it's all going Europe's way. Josh Filler in complete control here over Billy Thorpe. 3-0 as he steps to the table. Still a doubles match to come, and then we close it out with a singles match. Bergman and Shaw.
What a match that is, by the way. They're all great matches. Those two were a little contentious at the press conference as well. Filler loves it.
Yeah, a few players have made their way across the Atlantic and support their side, as they do every year when they come to Vegas. And yeah, he was pretty happy to see that one go down because he's perfect on the 3. Listen to him.
Yeah, look at this look. Perfect on the 3 indeed. No real problems whatsoever here.
No, this has got 4-0 written all over it, and I
Sure
think
does.
Billy Thorpe can be getting his break cue ready.
The 5 to the 6 can pose problems to mere mortals. Times we can get thin where the 8 looms. Does he come 1-2 around the 8 to leave that natural angle, or just spin it back? Oh, plays it downtown.
Yeah, keeps it simple.
Confident shooter. He does keep it simple. That's really well put. Because the 8 was a little tricky. It was a factor, but he just was content to take the long shot. Such a great shot maker.
And again, when you've got that self-belief and that confidence, you know, you don't mind leaving yourself these tricky shots. You don't demand perfection.
Very true. Beauty.
And if there was going to be a stumbling block, that was going to be it.
Like to come up a bit. Just going to roll it in, though.
You know, I always look for confidence just in the amount of time that a player takes at the table between shots. And Filler gets on with it. Usually if a guy's nervous, there's a lot of wasted movement, and you know, he knows it. He's just trying to compose himself.
Yeah, he moves real nicely out there, Jimmy. So true. Effortless. Brisk. Not a lot of wasted movement, as you said. Boy, that smile turned serious real quick.
And the beat goes on. 4-0. Josh Filler over Billy Thorpe in a point that Europe really has to have here on day one. It's 2-0 the overall score to Team USA. But Filler looking to make inroads into that deficit. And Nick, I think you spotted it. All of a sudden that smile went off Josh Filler's
Killer
face.
mode, yeah.
Yeah, and you know something? It's okay to celebrate, but when you get over that cue, you got to be all business.
That's exactly right. Did the little double bicep curl, poked the chest out a bit. There he is. Look at this kid.
Yeah, that's the smile of a world champion and a U.S. Open champion.
That's the look of a man with a tall order overcoming 4-zip alternate break.
Yeah, Josh Filler. He's
Ain't over yet, Josh.
It doesn't look like he hits the gym too often, actually, Nick. I don't know if I'd be flexing that bicep too much. Well, Billy, we'll see if we can put one break in the books.
Yeah. Wing ball down, 3 balls down. Such a great bank pool player.
The only thing going against him right now, though, is it's been a premium of table time. Doesn't have a chance to get that back arm loosened up.
Might be a little bit cold. Some distance here to start things off on this 3.
Yeah, and when you've been in your chair as long as Billy Thorpe has in this match, this is a tall order.
It is. He could roll it in, accept some work on the 5, or jack up slightly, which he had some issues jacking up earlier. Looks like he's going with the former. Possibly 2 rails out with a high ball. Yeah, as you said, Jimmy.
You know, I mean, those are the sort of shots that Billy, if he's at the table and got a rhythm established, and you know, he's going to eat those up. But I'll tell you, we've just had an indication that these pockets aren't quite as forgiving as we might like to think they are at times.
Filler a little bit awkward here. He's going to have to let that stroke out in some capacity. Billy pretty sick there. Don't blame him. Not only was he cold this match, sitting in the chair an awful lot, scratching on the break and so on, but he's playing the world's #1. Some pressure there. Just lovely, that little pinch drawback from across the table.
Yeah, the reaction
Such wonderful control.
Yeah, just try and get to the middle of the table here. Nicely played.
Might have overcooked it slightly.
A little thinner than he'd like.
Maybe 1-2 back across for the 8 in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, just traveled a little further than I think he intended. But again, he's such a good shot maker. You'd expect him to get this.
Indeed you would. He's going with the cue ball clean an awful lot. Little chest pound, glaring at the crowd. I mean, this kid has all sorts of heart. Make no mistake.
His wife loves it.
She's in on the chant. Oh, yeah. Pool player herself.
And now back to business mode again.
Settle, please.
Could drag it back for this 8 in the side. Could come 1-2 across for
He's just asking John Lehman to try and get the crowd under control.
Stop the clock, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Respect the play and the players, please. Let's give them a chance to shoot.
Fair enough, Jimmy.
No, I think so.
Start that at 30, please.
So he's resetting the shot clock.
Come on, folks.
30 seconds. So Josh again.
I suppose it's discretionary and subjective, but these crowds are rowdy at the Mosconi Cup. We all know this. A bit over rowdy there. Sinks it. Perfect. What a match from Josh Phil. Did it.
And this 9 to seal it. An emphatic 5-0 whitewash. Josh Filler delivers. 5-0, 2-1 the overall score, and he can celebrate now. It's going to be doubles next. You won't want to miss it. The Mosconi Cup heating up here at the Mandalay Bay.